Hi, I want to tell you about the health behavior contract assignment that's on the schedule for this week. It's the only assignment in addition to the in-person test that you're taking on Tuesday. And the first thing that you want to do to start the assignment is to go to your online health view folder in Google. When you go to that folder, you will find the health behavior contract. And the first thing that you want to do is make a copy of this document. So you click on it, and then you click more, and you go all the way down to make a copy. Once you make a copy, the document will open up. The document will show up in your drive, in the view folder. You can go ahead and open it up to rename it. And here are the steps that you're going to follow. We've already done the first one. We've made a copy. Now we're going to rename it last name, first name, then HBC plan. And then you're going to move the document. You can rename it here, then move the document, go to File, move to Folder, and you would go ahead and put it in your assignment folder for online health. Okay. I'm going to cancel that so that we can talk a little bit about the instructions for the project. You can read through the document on your own to see what we've just highlighted for you in terms of how to be successful. And I'll give you some tips to writing your plan. We're going to do this project in stages, so this week we're working only on creating a plan. Next week, you'll get instructions for recording your behavior. And we'll work on this behavior for a period of 14 days. So let's jump down to where we actually come up with a plan. Okay, let me show you this document right here that just illustrates things to look for. In the first box, you're going to come up with a goal. I'm asking that your goal is related to sleep, nutrition, or fitness. Any one of those three areas. The goal would be the outcome that you want to achieve, like I want more energy for my after-school activities. I want to feel rested throughout the day. I want to stay awake during all of my classes. The second box is how it's different from what you do right now. Like, currently I'm getting 5 hours of sleep. Currently, I don't exercise at all. Whatever that difference in behavior is. The third box is most important because when somebody asks, why don't you get enough sleep? Why don't you exercise regularly? Here is where you list all of your excuses. What gets in the way? Maybe you don't start your homework until 10 o'clock at night, or maybe you're watching TV or on the computer until midnight every night. Be as specific as you can be when it comes to the obstacles that you face, things that get in the way. Because in the next section, when you are writing your plan, this is where you will use that information. And I'm going to go through 3 scenarios. If you're working on a sleep plan, the amount would just simply be the hours that you're going to get, 8 hours of sleep. The time would be the time you go to bed and the time you get up in the morning, so maybe 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. The days of the week for sleep are probably Sunday through Thursday, because those are the nights that you need to go to bed early to get up early for school. The where applies only to exercise plans. Now we'll go back up to the how. And the how is where you look back at your responses in the previous box. What is it that's preventing you from doing this? So maybe it's, I will start my homework as soon as I get home from school. I will turn off electronics by 9:30 so that I'm in bed by 10. So now you identify the things about your day that you are going to change to work on this plan. If you're looking at an exercise plan, the amounts are now going to be the activity and how you measure it. So maybe it's, I will run for 3 miles. I will run for 25 minutes. I will do the elliptical for 20 minutes. Maybe it's sets and reps. You can measure it in a way that is specific to that activity. The time is now time of day, right after school. Maybe it's right after homework. You decide where it fits into your day, but it needs to be something that you commit to. Okay, you circle the days of the week or highlight the days of the week, and you say where. Maybe it's the cardio room at school. Maybe it is the treadmill in your basement. Maybe it's outside in your neighborhood. And if it's outside, you need to have a backup plan for when the weather doesn't cooperate. The how goes back to what you change during your day to overcome the obstacles that you currently face. And then the same is true when it comes to nutrition, but it needs to be something that you add into your day. Instead of, I'm giving up soda, I'm giving up candy. So maybe it's you're working on 3 servings of vegetables each day. That would be a specific amount and type of food. The times would be when during the day you're going to include those in your meal. Days of the week are pretty obvious. The how goes back to the obstacles. Maybe it's, I will get up 10 minutes earlier to pack my lunch for the day. Okay? Or I will bring a refillable water bottle to school each day. The rest of the questions are probably pretty self-explanatory. What you really need to know is that this document should be updated by Wednesday, March 12th in Google, so that I can go back and make any suggestions for revision before the end of the week. After I make those suggestions for revision, you'll need to revise that plan by Monday, March 17th. You get 5 points for the rough draft, as long as it's in by Wednesday. Okay, email me if you turn this in Google before Wednesday. Email me so that I know to look for it. And then you have more time to make those revisions. As of Wednesday, I'll email you letting you know what the revisions are. And then you'll go back, make the revisions so that it's done by Monday when I go back to check. Okay, then you'll have the instructions for starting the new plan by Sunday. Sunday will be day 1 of the plan once we get through week 9. Okay, once we get through week 9, then in week 10, we'll look at when that plan starts. If you have any questions, be sure to email me in advance. Okay, so look for those 2 deadlines, email me questions, read through the document, and fill it out in Google. And that's all. Good luck, everybody.